Yeah, the fan is in the other one. In the room of number one. Yeah. Yeah. What day is it today? No, the date. 28th. Mr. Lanzare?
Good day.
How are you, my dear brother?
I'm fine.
Good.
What about you?
You see, we are working. I'm fine, but tired.
Okay.
I am happy that Elge is there to manage as project manager. This is if we have to give an award, he will be the number one. You know, in the region, right? Because I like really the way he's focused.
Yes.
So we are blessed to have Elge. Okay, so I hope that today he is going to be able to, okay, to coordinate things in a way that, as organization, we can be, we can be at the same page. Okay, because sometimes we have not talked about administrative stuff and redefine the vision and motivate people to join the cause. So
I hope I hope the server will work today because I lost Victoria. I've seen her for a moment, but she was kicked out. I don't know why. So she gave up. I don't know. She wrote in chat that she can't get in. So maybe try to let her in. I don't know, or contact her.
Victoria was already connected.
She was connected for a moment. I did not hear her voice, but I've seen her video, and then she was kicked out, and I don't know why.
Because my connection went off, and
yes,
I had to come. I had to reconnect.
yes, and Victoria was kicked out as well. So I don't know why. And she wanted to give a contribution to the discussion today, to the meeting today, and so I hope she will return. If not, try to contact her and ask what's up.
Okay, I will do that. Percussion. So. Let me call Victoria then. She says she can get in. I don't know why.
No, I can't see anything because all rights on your side, Musa. So you have to check it. I can't check anything.
Okay, so I know I'm trying to see what happens. So I'm trying to see. Yes. Oh, how are you? Yeah, good afternoon. Uh, Give me a second.
Okay. Anyway, there's nobody there only except for Nazareth.
Victoria is here.
I see.
Yeah.
Can you let Vic? Ah, she's there. Fine. Hello, Victoria. Welcome. Nice to see you.
I'm finally in. Oh, nice to see you as well.
Thank you so much. Hello, Lansare.
Hello,
Hello.
Helge.
How are you?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
fine.
fine.
Having a nice Sunday and everything
You look
is
great.
easy.
Thank you. Hello,
No,
Victoria. How are you?
Hi,
Victoria.
Lingerie. Hello, Mr. Tony.
Hello,
Yes.
Victoria. Hello, Victoria. How are
Hi,
you?
I
it in. I'm fine. I had bad connection.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes, we can hear it on your voice because the voice is a little bit um, how to say, interrupted sometimes.
Yeah.
So shall we wait a little bit for maybe another person will come? Does anybody know about Samuel?
Yes, I think we should wait a little while longer.
Yeah, yeah.
So let me give a call to some of the people we might expect.
Victoria, where are you now? What is your town? Which town are you now? Oh, Victoria?
She's talking, but she's mute.
I'm here.
Okay.
Victoria, where
I'm
are
here.
you now?
Yes.
Where are you? Where are you? What is your place now?
I'm in Abidjan.
Abidjan, still Abidjan. Okay. So not far from
Yes.
Uncle Moose. That's very good.
Not far from
So,
Uncle Moose. And I'm looking for a place to live, not far
Yeah.
from the school.
I see.
So I want to find a place in Toca de Angre.
Yeah. Okay, Gamines is not available today. I think you will know that his brother, it was a funeral of his brother yesterday. So this weekend is no chance for him to come in the meeting today.
Lanzare, where are you?
I'm in Benjerville now, at home. Do you hear me,
No,
Victoria?
What country is this?
are you in
I am in Benjerville.
Yeah, which
So
county?
let's say Abidjan.
Abidjan also.
Yes.
Okay.
Abidjan has a good connection. You have a good connection. I can hear you very well.
Yes. I mean that Victoria also is in Abidjan, but she
Yes.
have, let's say, some interruption connection. Sometimes we have, let's say, some problem with our connection, but
Yes.
sometimes also it's very good. So today I have the chance to have, let's say, good connection.
Yeah, it's good. Did you read Did you read it? The agenda?
Yes, I have it on my WhatsApp. Let me have a look on it.
Yeah, don't worry too much. We go through every point one by one, and I hope
Yes.
it won't take too long because as I have seen today, we have 7 points already again. So a lot of points. And we're missing, Gaminas won't come today. Abiba is not there. Elizabeth is not there. Kofi is not there. Musa is there. Yakuba Ruamba, I think he won't come today. He won't continue his membership. Thomas, oh, greetings by Thomas. He was sending me an email. And Thomas Galiotto from Hawaii. And he started some studies in physics to clear up some spiritual, physical questions in his life. And it takes him very busy. And he says he likes to continue his membership in Amistad and keep track with everything. But at the moment, he's very busy, so he can't take part in meetings. So the best greetings by Thomas. All the best by
Okay.
Thomas. He's still in his heart with us.
Okay, thank you, LK.
Yeah, from Hawaii. Hawaii is in the Pacific, you know, and on the other side of the planet.
Ah,
Very far from all continents. Little Iceland. Okay, I don't know if Samuel will come today.
I think I will call him now. I was online with Kwasi.
Yeah.
Kwasi. So he said he was a little sick. He has just woke up. So,
Mhm.
so he will join. He will join us in a minute.
If Victoria manages to keep online, we can begin anyway, because it is just to make sure that we made a decision about things and then we can go on. It's nothing serious.
Yeah.
It's nothing serious if people are not there or something. We are 4 people. That's very great. Ah, okay. Kursi. Did you hear anything about Fatu, Musa?
Not really. I have just called Coach Samuel. He said he was running to the office.
He's on the way.
He
Ah,
was
okay.
running to the office because they called him for an emergency when he was trying to connect.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So he won't be there today.
Yeah, he says to apologize because.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So now I think this is the meeting of the executive staff, and we have already 5 people. This is an interesting number. We can do what we can do, well, what we have to do, and then make a report to the others. Yeah.
Okay. Shall we begin?
So we begin.
Yeah, we begin. Okay. Kursik and Victoria, do you hear me? Okay.
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Kursik,
Hello,
welcome. Okay.
Yeah.
And Victoria,
Yes.
I hope you hear me too.
I can hear you very well.
Okay, very good. So I will start.
Okay.
Today, online, Musa Lansare. Oh, I was missing myself. Oh, I forgot myself. Helge. All right, we are 5 people. somebody needs to write down the minutes for everyone can read it. And as I can see, I'm the only person that is willing and able to do it. Or does anybody like to write down the minutes for the Kuasik? Do you like to write down the minutes?
Okay.
I
All
thought
right.
we were recording them.
Victoria?
Are we recording them, Musa?
Yes, I'm recording.
Yeah, but we should write down it maybe on a DNA 4 paper, so all points will be can be read easily. Just short topics. So this is a summary of the information for everyone for our plans. Kursik, thank you very much for this. I did not expect someone will do it. Very good. So it seems that I will have the moderation because I made the agenda. Is this okay for you, Musa?
Yes.
Yes, and for everyone too. For everyone else too. If not, raise your hand, but I think it is okay. Okay, fine. Yes, I prefer to ask because if anybody says I want to make I want to do it. Okay. Now, first point is of our agenda. We need to fix the date for our coming debate. And the theme of our debate will be property, perceptions, and realities. And the other theme for a debate will be water resource management. Kuasik, I hope you have a copy of our agenda so you can follow. Do you have one? Kuasik?
No, maybe he has gone to take a paper and pen.
Okay, so we shall
But
wait for him.
It was
So
not
yeah, okay. We are training. That's one point of it. We are training all these things because
yeah.
Oh, we missed me, Victoria. We lost Victoria.
Yeah.
Let's wait for Kursik answers.
Yeah.
Victoria's connection is not very good today.
Yeah. She's no more in the States. She's in Cote d'Ivoire.
No, she's in Abidjan. She's in Abidjan.
She's in Abidjan now.
Yeah, she said she's in Abidjan today.
Yeah.
So Kursik?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Who said that? I don't catch you well.
Okay. My question to you: do you have the copy of the agenda that with 7 points that I copied to the WhatsApp? To WhatsApp?
Oh no.
In our group.
No, because this week I was very busy, so I don't have the time to check this agenda. Sorry.
Okay, if you have
is it possible to share me? They're very good things.
Maybe I can. Yes, I can share it to you.
Okay, great.
See, if you are on the Amistad group, let's say Amistad Global Debate, you can have it there. You can have the agenda on this
agenda
page.
is there. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me check. Okay, great.
Mm.
Okay.
If you want a Word document, I can send you a Word document so you can see it. I sent the Word document I sent it to Victoria. False. Wrong window. I sent it to Amistad Project M team. Is this right, Musa?
Oh, let me check then. No. Yes, I think it's in the different groups. The topic.
Yes.
I saw right now.
Okay, you have it. You have it.
Yeah, yeah.
Fine. So you have an orientation what we are talking. I will follow this list. So you have a, so you know what we are talking about. Okay. Fine. Thank you for this. Okay. First point. We need to fix the date for our coming debate. You know that we are doing regularly debates, and we decided that we are doing every month, 2 months, or every month, normally every 2 months, a global debate. And now the next theme for our global debate will be property, and in the meaning of perceptions and realities. I think this is has a meaning for Africa, because Africa is a developing country, and there are a lot of rich countries around and continents around, and they have maybe a little bit different ideas of what is a property. And this is a disadvantage for traders in Africa if they have not, if they are using different laws and have different fundament of laws about property. So it is really essential to talk about properties and the meaning for Africa and for life in Africa, and also for the connection of Africa with other countries. And therefore, I think this is now the date for this debate. What, Musa, do you remember the date?
I think we said on the 26th of next month.
26 or 24?
20. I think
The date
26th
26th of April.
of April, I think.
No,
Yeah.
this will be a Monday. We won't do it on Monday. I think the 24th.
24th?
24th will be Saturday.
What is wrote on the agenda here is April 24th.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry.
On Saturday. And what time? Maybe the same time like today?
Yes, maybe the same time like today.
So means Abidjan time 3 p.m.
Yes, 3 p.m.
3 p.m. in my country. It is in summertime now, 5 p.m. 3 p.m. in Abidjan will be the time on 24th of Saturday, April. Okay. Now, the next theme will be water resource management, and we have put this into the backside and say we do this in summer when it is hot, because then everybody will be interested in water resource management. It is a very, very basic theme for the culture, for the wealth, and water resource management cannot be discussed without knowing what is the meaning of property, because water resource management has something to do what is the property of the society, and what is the privacy, what is private property, and what are rights and duties. So I think after we did this debate about property, water resource management will be the next step. I hope this is okay for everyone.
Yeah.
So does anybody have another idea for a global debate? Something that is burning under your nails and you want to say it now, so we can make a plan for this year. So if you have it, you can say it, or maybe you can later, you can mention it, write it down and mention it, and we put it here on this plan. for this year? If you have a theme, you're welcome to raise your hand and say, I want to have this theme on the this year in our global debates. We will do it. Yeah, we have the chance to do it. Let us use the chance for this
Okay.
idea. Yeah.
I think that after water resource management, we can deal with education and development.
Education
And development.
and developments.
Yes, how education can help to reach, let's say, development.
Okay.
How can develop a, let's say, education, how the lack of education can influence the education.
Yes.
Something like this.
Let us yeah, let us note it. And you're very right. You're very right. And I think we haven't talked about this before. Yeah, and we should put this to our plan for this year. Thank you very much for this, Lanzare.
I agree. I agree on that, and I think I was developing a certain idea for also that. Um, I think we can for that team, because remember we said that if we have a discussion, we need to have a project going with the topic. And this is the reason why when we talk about we talked about COVID-19, yeah, we decided to hold a project called the first aid, you know, because it is important to speak and to give verbal solutions, but it's very you know essential, you know, to bring action, you know, to do something to help. So the project that the project I was thinking of, you know, is exactly about education and development. So it was maybe to identify 50 people or 25 underprivileged people to offer them maybe classes of English and something like technical or vocational, a small vocational training over 3 months, okay, or English and personal development and some leadership and project management skills to 50 underprivileged people in a community where, you know, where we don't have where we don't have money, okay, and we can make some we can make give some contribution so that people who will go to volunteer in the
we can add this to our projects. Point 6 is projects. We will talk about projects on point 6, but we can maybe make a combined debate about education and developments and also collecting ideas for a project.
Oh, so this is in point 6, right?
Yeah, the project will be in point 6, but we can look back on this point. We can look back on this idea from Lanzare for the debate, and so maybe we can make a combined project, debate and projecting.
Yeah.
It is a very essential and very charming milestone. Thank you both for this. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have three milestones for debates. This is very good. Can we? So if there's no more idea for a new debate, we can go forward to point 2. topic 2. And I was not winking. My cable is a problem here. Sorry. So links for friended organizations should be shown on our website. This will be skipped because it is something to do with Samuel and Germines, and Samuel is not there, and Germines is also not there, and they are both excused today. So we can skip this and put it on the agenda for next meeting. So point 2 will be skipped. Point 3, there should be okay, should be there a date for our next financial report? Yes, I was having this idea. The last financial report from Musa was in August 2020, and now we have March 2021. And my suggestion is that we offer a financial report about Amistad once a year, and maybe this will be one step to get near to our official registration that is planned maybe to be in Abidjan. Musa, can you manage this?
Yeah, definitely. I even made I made a report already when you put that, because regularly I make the report, but as we didn't, used to meet to present the report, I was waiting for the opportunity because, okay, let me share my screen with you guys. Good. So Lanzare, Mr. Kwasi were not present when we were making the first report, and then when they came in, until now we have never made a report. So let me do something like this. Do you all see on the board?
Yes, I can see.
Yes.
Great.
Yes, I see.
Yeah. So at the very beginning, when we turned on the, when we decided to have, this Amistad created, there are some expenditures we made to start and to make it a reality today. So we had a first report already on that, which is in the business plan. I just copy it and paste here for this report. So these are what we did. So before starting, we paid a professional version of Zoom, which is this, and then we made the logo, the website.
Mr. Moose.
Yeah.
I see only cost table. Don't see expensive after the report table. So your screen is a very large for me.
Yeah, but this
is all.
This is normal.
Who sees all?
Nobody.
I see a pet cost pit, only cost pit. I see only pet cost. I don't see whole screen. Very big for me in my screen.
Okay,
yeah. Okay.
I can see all this, the table. I have quantity, person, total.
Okay, let me share it again.
Share what? Okay.
Do you see now?
No, I can see only fixed costs and the total of fixed costs.
Wow. How can I do
maybe the problem is your computer.
Reduce your screen.
How can I do that?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Do you see all now?
It's in French, unless I would help you, but I can't read the French.
No, but the report is in
Musa,
English.
just we can see only the upper third of your screen.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I will share the report after on the group on the
So if you
Okay,
scroll
okay.
down,
yeah,
So
okay,
I will share the report on the. I will send it in the WhatsApp group for the project, the project team.
fine.
Yeah. Now, if you wanted me to make a comment on it, maybe I will have to do that. Oh, I'm sorry. A comment, sorry. Amistad.
I don't know why me, I can see all all the screen, all the table, and the others can't see it.
Yes, very true.
So you see all now, or you can see always?
I can see all your table from fiscals to total. We have quantity, person, per, when you put per.
Yeah, per total.
Yeah, total.
And
yeah,
No,
it's
second
great.
page.
It's great. It's great for me. It's good for me.
It's
I
good
saw.
for you.
Yeah, great. Your
What
screen.
about LG?
I can see investor funding and board members registration fees now.
Okay.
If you scroll, I think if you scroll down, it is okay for us.
Yeah. So the
Total funding, okay.
So people who paid their registration are listed here. Okay. All right. And we have the total expenditures. I mean, all the expenses that we made from the beginning to the end to now. This is 1,000. It is in dollar. I'm sorry, I didn't put that in.
It's American dollars, okay.
Yeah. So 1,460.15 from now, the expenditures.
Very
Now,
good.
the registration fees from now as 1,000 and $300. Okay. So 1,003, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In fact, this is the registration plus the investment of updates. I mean, what I did before. But there was a debate at that level. They said what I spent for the website and the first expenditures, some people suggested that I had to be refunded, but
So you are, what it looks like to me, you are in $100 in minus, isn't it?
Yeah, still.
Yes, this is exactly the missing fee of myself.
Yeah.
Because I didn't pay it so far.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe I should pay it, and then we are in balance again.
Yeah, we have something like
Shall
this.
I do this, Musa? I wouldn't say it if I would not have it actually for the moment. I have it, so I can offer to pay my fee now.
Okay, so for
Good.
now,
Okay.
Okay, so I can send this report to you on the group, but for now, I will need somebody because today in Cote d'Ivoire there are some people who are very motivated and who really see the future of Amistad. So I can mention Mr. Kwasi, Mr. Lanzare, even Mrs. Gaba, who is not present today. Okay, so they are very dedicated. So we will find, in the members of Cote d'Ivoire, somebody who can make the transaction too, who will be considered as, I would say, the financial affairs officer, here in Cote d'Ivoire, who can make the receptions. In our, classical organization, we call them treasurer. Treasurer, he receives the money, and he is in charge of making the financial reports, when we need. Okay, so
Yes, we need a treasurer. Yeah.
treasurer. I would suggest a name after consultations, for that, so that the person can take the lead from here. I will give him all the different reports so that he can understand how we.
Maybe Lanzare is able to defend the money, because if he has the money, he has the treasure, he has to defend it. Isn't it?
Yeah, but to tell you the truth, for now we made more investment than what we get, because
Yes.
my first objective was that we show people that we don't need the money as such. Okay, that's why even when I made the website and made the t-shirt, made the kakemono, I mean, the what we call la charte graphique, and all the different people had not started giving the contribution. Okay, so as international organization, sometimes people think that when we create an international organization is for money. That was not the picture we wanted to show.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
for now, we have our website, we have our t-shirts, we have our logo, we have our Facebook page, we have our community, and we have many people today who have discovered Amistad, okay, who can even visit the website. So this is something already concrete that we can, make the promotion with. So from there, I think that if we have somebody in charge of finance, we can make concrete proposals so that we can develop strategies so that money can start coming in now, because without money we cannot do anything. So even a simple action in a community here downtown, you need to pay transport and go. And if you have to go have the action, in fact, at least you need to, bring something. Okay, so I can say that it is the lack of money until now that is making us not so active. Otherwise, we have many ideas, we can do many things, but we don't have money. And how do we do to provide money? And the money shouldn't come from only one person. We understand that what we are doing is not a job, it's serious. So as far, I mean, as we have already accepted to be inside, so we have to, include sacrifice somehow, so that we can say that what we have decided to do is true. Okay.
Yeah. So maybe, Musa, maybe you can write down something. I have when I get a financial report of an organization, normally you have on the first page, you have a short article about all what you said now. And then you have a sign, a personal sign of the chairman. And he said, this is our vision. And therefore, now this you can see what is the income and what are the payments and so on. And so then if you read the statistics, you can you know the background, what is the meaning of the money, not only the numbers but the meaning of the money. And this, if you make the short article 1 page, like a letter, personal letter to all members, you know, and then you write down and say, yeah, we thank for everyone's engagement, and we thank for your payments, and we promise every single cent will be used for, and then you say what, okay,
Definitely.
for our vision, yeah,
Yeah.
and then maybe if this would be a good, this would give us an image of that we are true and that we are reliable, and transparency gives some kind of charm that people can trust into this group. And
Yeah.
if you find
I
some
yeah.
words to write this, I know that you have so much to work, but you should
I
write it down.
yeah. I will share with the person who will be in charge of finance. I will share with the person a website. Maybe I will maybe share the website in the group also. But they have a very definite and clear plan of finance management and report, because I saw on the website that they make financial report every year. Every
Yeah.
year they have a financial report.
Yeah, later. No, maybe we were founding. I think March last year was our first meeting, isn't it?
Please.
Last year in March we have had our first meeting, isn't it?
Yes. Last.
So
Yeah.
this day maybe can be the day of our first year of our existence.
Yeah.
So if we do a really yearly report, but you should write a personal letter to everyone.
Mm.
One letter that means for me, for Victoria, for Lanzare, for Kursik, for Samuel, for Fatou, for everyone, and even for those who are not here, so that they can read, this is the meaning of what we are doing and why we using this money.
Yeah.
Because when I talk to anybody and say they're using 1.4 million of dollars there in Africa, they will all say, what for? And then I can say, oh, we don't have managed in one project. And they say, oh, no, that's not. So if you say that, is explain this in the letter, and then if you explain, we have a membership fee, but it is a free offer. And you use the words that you said. I can't remember. I can't repeat it. You are the person to write and
No,
to
I
say
will. I
it.
will. I know exactly what you are talking about. So
Okay.
this is, for example, I will share this with you. What is it? Okay.
And then make a PDF of it and spread it maybe. So we share some printing costs or something. We save the cost for printing and just spread it as a PDF to those members who are really engaged here.
Yeah, definitely. This is true.
Mhm.
This is true. Let me show you.
And
I'm sharing my screen. I hope you will see the whole screen this time. Yeah, this is the website, for example. And you see here what your donations can do. And they have, if Gemini's was here, maybe you can, you can work
Yes, yes, but be careful, because if somebody asks us what is what about uh, your box that you have planned last year, and we have to say we haven't delivered any box to anybody so far, so the people will say no, I won't pay money, you know.
Yeah. So you
So
see,
this is we need to be transparent. And if people say, okay, we printed t-shirts, we printed t-shirts, it is like it is.
yeah. So you see,
Mm, mm.
annual report for the year ended.
Yeah. They have to do it every year. In Germany, it is a law. You have to do, if you are registered, you have to offer in public your financial report every year and at time.
Yeah. Now the problem with Amistad is that it is only the registration fee. We have not, even not everybody paid his registration fee, and we have
Yeah,
not
but you
we
can
have not
explain
we have
this in your
we,
letter to that you write. You can
yeah,
explain this, that the fees
yeah,
are not uh, contribution for being a member, but it is a free offer. And those people, and you can explain that Africa is not everybody in Africa has this money, but we are especially interested in those people who are engaged and who bring in their skills and so on, and their ideas and their engagement. And we are not interested in first point in the money, but we need the money just for doing some things. And so we do this report, you
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah. We'll do that.
Mr. Kone,
Yes, sir.
don't worry, you are going to have some donation. We
Yeah.
are already starting, so thing will come.
Okay.
Let's say step by step, we are going to have some people who are going to, let's
Elgate,
say, trust in our
Elgate,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think your choice is a good choice. Saying that Lanzare is going, it can be.
yeah. This was my next question. Is this
Yeah,
a really decision now? Is this an official decision now? Or was it just, I said too much today? Or
yeah. I will definitely exchange with Lanzare as we are talking now, because I believe that, of course, we can have donations and we'll have consistent work to be done. And Lanzare is, I mean, has an experience in international organization management. I mean, so he knows the importance of making those kind of reports.
okay,
So, as financial affairs officer, he will be able to, to help, to give a good contribution. So, and I'm as soon as we start, we'll make sure that all the members, you know, all of the members, finish to pay the adhesion fee. We start from ourselves, okay? And because the first people we can count on are ourselves, and then after, we can impact the others.
yeah, okay.
And of course, if we have a small amount of money, we can do greater things, and that small amount of money will help us to have to have some communication tools. For example, if we have even $20-25, it's money. If we use that money to go to help somebody in an underprivileged community, we will have to take some pictures and some, maybe we will have the feedback, I mean the reaction of those people, and we can put that on our website, and this will bring content for the website and even the Facebook page, so that when somebody visits our website, they can see. But we cannot do all these things now because it's hard to get money.
Yeah, okay. Gamines is missing today, but he's excused. So let's talk about the website next meeting, if this is okay for you, Musa.
Mm.
Is it?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Thank you very much for this point. So we bring to protocol Lanzare Kouakou will be our treasurer. Kouaki, Lanzare, are you saying yes to this job, to you this ministry?
Elge, let me discuss with Mr. Kone.
Okay.
And after I will, let's say, let all the members know if I can do it or not.
So you want to
I would
sleep?
like you to discuss with Mr. Kone.
Okay. So
Before.
this is not definitely done, but you're thinking about maybe you can do it.
Yes, I think that's not something, let's say, I can do.
Okay. Okay. We will
This,
hear about in next
this,
meeting. Then you can
this,
report about
this is
this
a political answer.
diplomatic answer. A very
Diplomatic answer.
diplomatic answer.
Diplomatic
I don't
answer.
say yes and I don't say no.
Yeah. I think I can do it. Yeah.
Okay. Apart from this, just I'm not up to date where I can put my registration fee for this year, for coming year, to say for coming year. I appreciate very much that I was engaged and working here, and Musa never asked me for money. Yeah, so, but when I seen now that exactly $100 are missing, I decided just now it is time for me to bring in my $100 because I know then we are in zero for the coming year. And I think this is a good point. So just tell me, Musa, maybe you can write me personally, I don't know. If I can I use an union to transfer the money?
I would discuss
To
with
Amistad?
I would discuss with Lanzare today
And then
or
and then you
tomorrow.
inform everyone.
Yeah.
All right, very good. So that's very good. Cool. Okay, so we can go forward to point 4.
Yeah.
We are still talking about business plan, but some people have not already contributed their address for the business plan, and also to be offered in the it is not offered on the website, but it will be offered in the business plan. And it is not urgent because the business plan is not ready and we are not on the way. Actually, we are not in hurry to register Amistad in Abidjan, actually. But to complete it, it would be nice to have the address in the business plan. You find the business plan in our Google folder. I hope everyone is having the link to Google folder. If not, please ask me, and I am the shareholder. I'm the owner of the Google folder for Amistad, and if anybody writes in the group, Helge, can you please offer the link again for the Google folder? Just ask me, and then you find the business plan there. Then you can see there if something is missing about your person and your membership and so on. And we need everyone's address, email address, and the name, and not the exact address, just the country and the town, so everybody knows where he comes from. Okay, let's skip this because everyone who has the missing people with missing addresses are not here today. Now, point 5. We need someone to read back our business plan and clear up what is needed for our registration. The question is who has the skills and knowledge as consultant for this registration. Musa, maybe you can say something about this or add something.
Okay, so thank you again. Yes, I think the registration, we will have to do it, and I think it shouldn't be difficult. You know, firstly, we wanted to register it in the United States, and then finally, it is preferable that we do it here in Cote d'Ivoire. And for Cote d'Ivoire, it's not difficult. They have a sample that we take at the ministry, and we try to adapt that sample to our realities.
Yeah. Can I add one sentence for understanding for everybody? I don't know if everybody knows about the history. Shani Carter was a member here in the first year, and she is a business teacher in New York in a business school in New York, and she was creating our business plan. So she was making a very professional job there, but now maybe our circumstances and backgrounds have a little bit changed, and for Abidjan maybe it has, she created it for USA. So now if we register in Abidjan, we might have a little bit different background, and therefore we need these changes. Okay, back to Musa.
Yes.
And Shani has left. Shani has left Amistad. So she has left Amistad, and therefore she cannot continue this work for us. Musa, back to you.
Good. In fact, the picture Shani had of Amistad was different from what we all have here now. For Shani, it was a company for, you know, to also be able to create income, you know, and then
yes.
And this Amistad we are talking about is kind of NGO, you know, is an NGO. So the status are different. I mean, the status of an organization working like a company, and the status of an organization which is not oriented business are different.
So maybe we are a non-profit organization or
very good
non-government organization.
Very good. So we are non-profit organization, but Shani had a picture of, you know, so the business plan that Shani made was a total company, you know, with stakeholders, and where everybody had to be at the same, at a responsibility, you know, fairly understandable. So that's the reason why there was a misunderstanding. Okay, so now coming back to what we have is that, you know, here, for example, we have a standard. I mean, we have the text, we have a sample that, you know, the Ministry of Interior put at the disposal of associations or NGOs. So what we need to do is just to take the sample, and 1-2 people can work, you know, and work on a draft, you know, the text, and maybe call a meeting, you know, to come and read the content of those statutes and internal regulation in presence of everybody, so that we can agree on the different, you know, we can be on the same page on the different information inside. So I think this is doable from now to, you know, we just need to say when we have to finish that. Okay, when we finish, we agree on the content, then we produce, I think, three copies of each document. I don't know, because when I was doing it for my NGO, I think it was 3 copies each or 6 copies of each. I don't remember exactly. So we make, you know, those copies, and we send to the Ministry of Interior, and then we wait for now the declaration, the official declaration of the NGO. But before maybe that, they will have to make an investigation to see if the organization is, is true, is real, and they might come to the headquarters. But if you don't have any headquarters, sometimes you give money so that they can just forget about coming to check. And then after you have your paper, your declaration on the what they call journal officiel, that's official journals, and this is for the government. And then you are affiliated to the government. So that's the whole process. Now,
So who can help Musa now doing this?
no, it's like I said, one person goes to the ministry to have the example document, and three people here can work. When we have the example, we work. What can we change in the document for Amistad? For example, the vision, the objective, the how to become a member, what is the amount, and how do you lose the membership, of the organization. We say that the
And we
regulation.
need a French version of it, no?
Yeah, we will work on it, as French version, and maybe we translate that after for everybody.
Yeah, we should translate it. Yes.
So
Okay.
I think Lanzare knows a little about. No, he knows something about what I'm saying. He
Yeah.
should know something
Okay.
about what I'm saying.
It is a little bit more clear to me now.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more clear to me now. I think I won't do it, but I think if we spread this information, that we search for some expert to do someone or who dares to help now. Maybe we could put it in the protocol and mention it in our next organizational meeting, because we will do it regularly, and then see if someone is coming in and says, okay, I want to help.
Yeah.
Is this okay?
Yeah, this is okay.
Yeah, thank you very much for this explanation, Musa, because now I have a much more clear image of what will go on with our registration and our business plan. All right, Kuasik, did you can you make this as a note that we are searching for someone to help Musa and to help us with the
No, for that point, I am thinking about Kwasi himself, because he has been working here for the Ivorian, coordination of Amistad as Secretary General. So he's a key
Okay.
person in our. He is a key person in our team here. So he works as the Secretary General, and he knows how this works. But what I wanted to say is that as Victoria is here now, and then the Vice President of Amistad, she will be having more involvement in terms of coordinating things. We talked about that yesterday, and she agrees to have more input and more coordination, and more reaction, because we can every time we can, continue motivating people to join the cause. It's a noble cause. So we are having some trainings very soon. We'll tell all the people we meet to join Amistad so that we can have an important number of members. And this is a richness as well. So I hope Victoria will be, at the top of a level, and so that she can start work on that as an emergency. and coordinate the declaration, I mean, the registration with Mr. Kwasi as well.
Okay. This is okay. Then registration and business plan is so far all said. Is this okay?
Yeah.
We don't need to make a decision now, or we made a big step forward. I think we made a big step forward in what you said. Okay, can we go to point 6, project reports of yeah, this is again for the website, but we can talk about the projects anyway. I call this point projects reports for our website. Means we have more projects than are reported on our website, and we should show that we are active. But as Gemines is not there, actually, we should not talk too much about website. But anyway, we can talk about the projects. Yes, I have no real order now. I start just with anything now. My project for winter was school books for Uahiguya, and this was a friend of mine, Yakuba Ruamba, had a teacher in school, a German teacher, and this is Kia Dama. I asked him if he wanted to enter Amistad, but he said, no, this is not so interesting for him. He has other projects and he's busy as teacher, and I understand this. But he asked me at Christmas for if I can manage to bring some school books for Uahiguya for his German lessons, and he felt he said he was really helpless because there were no school books and the government was not able to manage to bring some school books. And okay, I ordered a school book from Germany and it never reached Africa. And I just 2 weeks ago, I got back the money. It was 130 euro for one book from Germany. And they gave me back the money because they never delivered it. It went lost somewhere. Don't know why. So, but Ki Adama said, I can buy the same book in Uahiguya in a shop for the same money. I can get 10 books. And I gave him the money for 20 books. And so he got 20 school books for the money I sent him. And this was very successful in the end. And the 1 year ago, we were talking about how to deliver money to Africa, and it was very, very difficult to send money to Africa. And now, after 1st of January, the frontiers in Africa have fallen down, like in Europe, and there is a common trade room in Africa now. And the first of all, what I detected was I sent the money, and 3 days later, Adama was having the money in coins in his hand. So this was a big, big effort for Africa. In my eyes, it is a big effort that this situation has changed completely. So the trades are on the way to go on and increase now. And what I did as well is I went under the roof and found a lot of old books that I never used since 5 years. I didn't ever some books about biology and chemistry, and some books about lyrics and German and so on, and some dictionaries. And I put everything into a box with 9 kilo of books and paper, and sent it by post to Burkina Faso, to Uahiguya, and 2-4 weeks later, this package reached the school, and he was very happy to have this package. And now they have a little library with about 20 books now. and therefore the kids there in school can read German and learn German, and this was very successful, like a quick shot, you know. And what I can say about is, if you are in America or anywhere, and but today nobody is there from American continent, but if your school needs books and you ask someone, around with the water management system, I showed him the farm aside from my neighbor, and he was watching how the cows are giving milk in the farm in Germany, how we do this in Germany, how we do farming in Germany. The factory here that is producing food and so on. I showed him our fast routes, and we were going by bicycle through town, talking to the people, and he could ask questions, and people asked questions to him, and so on. It was very, very exciting to have him here for 1 week.
Hello?